They force you to see the cracks in your boundaries, and the ways you've settled for less than you deserve. Before blindly trusting someone, remember this: within every person you know, there is also a person you don't know. Never expect someone to catch you when you fall, even if you have caught many from falling. Believe half of what you see, and don't believe anything you hear. You can close your eyes to the things you don't want to see, but you can't close your heart to the things you don't want to feel. People don't need honest people. People can't just accept the real. They need something that can spice up their life with some toxicity and fakeness. The faker you are, the faker and bigger your circle will be. The real you are, the smaller and real your circle will be. The happiest people are not those who have the best of everything, but those who make the best of what they have. But you don't need to prove your struggles to anyone to gain their support. Instead, use this moment to recognize who truly deserves a place in your life and who doesn't. The ego is not a bad thing, and sometimes we need it in order to achieve our aims and feel vitality. However, the ego is just a tool. We shouldn't let it control us. Things work out when you least expect them. Life has a funny way of surprising us when we're not looking for it. If you waste money, you can earn it again. If you miss the moment, it can never be returned. The wrong people often teach you the toughest lessons. They're the ones who make you question yourself, who show you what you don't want, and who push you to your limits. Not everyone will make it to your future. Some people are passing through to teach you life lessons. Embrace judgment. No matter your outcome, you'll always be judged. So don't live to impress others, live to impress yourself. Don't tell anyone what you think or what you know. Keep your secrets to yourself, because a friend of today could be an enemy by tomorrow. The person who cares less has the most power in a relationship. Rejection is important for self-development. Not everything in this world should be your problem. Some things are simply none of your business. Focus on the issues that affect you directly. You will be much happier that way. Every person has three faces. Firstly, the one we show to the world and strangers. Secondly, the one we show to family, spouses, and close friends. And thirdly, the one we show only to ourselves. You only have one life, so make the most of every moment and live fully. Life shouldn't just be about working without purpose. If your work doesn't bring you joy, reconsider your choices. Spend time doing what you love with people you cherish. Life is short, so share precious moments. If you only do what you can do, you'll never be more than you are now. You can always earn money. It's not a big deal. Your world is not going to end because you don't have a fixed income. Something else will work out. People will say almost anything when they're happy. Be wise and careful of this one. You are right about all the things you think you need to do. Don't wait, get started. Life may knock you down, but remember, you don't lose by falling, you lose by sitting down. All endings are also beginnings. We just don't know it at the time. You can be friends with people for years, and it would take years to realize they were never your friends. The more you face challenges, the less you fear them. There are only two mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way, and not starting. Don't trust the people who tell you other people's secrets. I don't care what you do with your life, just be a good person. In the end, only three things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. Arguing with a fool only proves that there are two. The faster you do the things you avoid, the faster you get the good things you want. It's okay if you don't know how to move on. Start with something easier, like not going back. You can make all the mistakes you want. Just don't make the same one twice. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. Action breeds more clarity than thought, so you can't think your way into a new life, you have to act your way into one. A private life is a happy life. Sometimes, it feels better not to talk at all about anything. Show respect even to people who don't deserve it, not as a reflection of their character, but as a reflection of yours. Life is such a great teacher that when you don't learn a lesson, it will repeat it. Loneliness is the most terrible form of poverty. If you want to change the world, go home and love your family. If now we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten how to see God in one another. There is a light in this world, a healing spirit more powerful than any darkness we may encounter. Each day holds potential for waking up to peace, no matter how tough things are. Seeing the way is like going into a dark room with a torch. The darkness instantly departs while the light alone remains. Just because you miss them doesn't mean you need them back in your life. By doing what everyone else does, you guarantee average results. Embarrassment is the cost of entry. If you aren't willing to look like the foolish beginner, you'll never be the graceful master. When you stop chasing the wrong things, you give the right things a chance to catch you. You spend your first 20 years worrying about what people think about you. You spend your next 20 years swearing that you don't care what people think about you. You spend the next 20 years realizing that they aren't thinking about you. Don't be afraid of losing people. Be afraid of losing yourself by trying to please everyone around you. Making too many efforts to forget someone is remembering them all the time. Vision without execution is just a hallucination. Everyone wants to skip struggle, not knowing that that's where character is built. Remember that nobody can fill that void except you. Being lonely is an opportunity for you to self-reflect, learn more about yourself, and grow. Start recognizing your worth and don't settle for anything less. Don't base your value on someone who can't see it. Respect yourself enough not to seek outside validation.